So here we are with some news you could use. So real quick, just as yesterday's news, Binance was sued by the SEC. Today it's Coinbase. So there's a little bit of blood in the streets. We could go over here to uh, let's go to Trading View. Matter of fact, let's go to I don't know where we're gonna go. We're gonna go to Coin Market Cap, or we could go to CoinGecko. Doesn't really matter. CoinGecko doesn't really matter. So as you can see, I mean the market's bouncing back. It's not really too significant. We've seen this already. I mean, this is a good buying opportunity. This is a good buying opportunity for people that have been waiting for entry. Because this train's going up. Long term, this train's going up. You're gonna get generational buys here and there, but you gotta be ready for it. So anyway, so we're gonna go over that's Coinbase doing, that's minor news. So what I really want to talk about is a lot of people are not really taking into consideration how huge this is. Okay, the XRP ledger is potentially gonna go into a fork, right? And you might say, oh well, we've mentioned that before. Will XRP ever go to a fork? Well, look, there's 100 billion tokens. Okay, there's 100 billion tokens, and now there's 50 billion, right? So that would tell you that right off the rip, when this system gets put in place, that your coins will be twice as more probably valuable because they're twice as scarce. So right off the rip, that's very bullish information. But let's see why it's bullish, right? So it is a technological fork, and by the great white wind, big developer for Zoom, now Zango wallet, right? It is a technological fork, new ledger history back to ledger one. So it's a brand new ledger. Starts fresh. No 100 billion pre-mine, and tokens have to come from mainnet as a one-to-one issuance of what has been moved from the mainnet. Is that why Ripple has been keeping the 50 billion in escrow? Did they know that this was going to happen? Did they know that this was the whole plan all along? Like whoever holds the original XRP, do you know what the implications are to that? How valuable this coin can be very, very soon. Anyway, the native XRP only lives on XRP mainnet. It'll be a representation of XRP obtained by a mechanism that enables reassuring from the mainnet. So in other words, that escrow could have already been, that 50 billion in escrow could already be spoken for. So this might be the only XRP that's out here right now. We don't know, but we can only speculate. So forgive my tech literacy here. Does that mean the circulating supply on XRPL is reduced in order to create supply on the new chain, and tokens on the new chain aren't created out of thin air, and the new chain health is fundamentally dependent on the XRPL? That's a win-win, he says, in his opinion. So okay, that's pretty cool. So here's the other thing. Apple just released their VR headset. They're going into the metaverse. The metaverse is not dying. It's here, and it's here to stay, right? Obviously, there's still a lot of building that needs to go on, but here we go. Apple introduced an interledger extension of Ripple's interledger protocol for payments. Wow, that's as of yesterday. So here it is, right? Cupertino-based tech giant Apple has introduced a new payment request API for Apple Pay with the interledger extension from Ripple. Use the Bitcoin reported. The integration for the payment registry can be done for Apple's proprietary web browser Safari 11.1 on Mac OS and iOS 11.3. I mean, shit, that's a pretty big deal. So here's on GitHub. Architecture that allows interacting with transfer systems with different types of values contained in them. Moreover, Interledger allows making payments between different digital assets, eliminating the risk of mediation errors. On GitHub, Interledger community defines it as the payment method for use. For instance, with the payment request API, with it, merchants can request a payment that follows the Interledger standards. Unlike other blockchain firms looking to disrupt the current financial sector, Ripple is working hand in hand with banks and financial institutions to make the current payment system more efficient in leveraging the blockchain technology. It has also partnered with numerous banks across the world. However, by adapting Ripple-backed Interledger, Apple became one of the first tech giants to adopt the technology. Come on, people. Let's get it. This is big. Right there it is. Apple, NASDAQ integrates integrates Ripple XRP interledger technology. Look, this this is big implications. You can imagine. You may not see it in the price right now, but when this system, when all the levers get pushed, this is going to be a train, and you're not going to stop it. This thing they're just waiting for all the right things. They're waiting for everything to be in place. You can see it. The writing's on the wall. So anyway, this is a quick update. June 6th. Hope all is well, and I wish y'all the best.